So Dragon Ball Superhero, the movie, introduced these two new characters into the Dragon Ball Z universe. We have Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. This is the Bandai Tamashii Nations SH Figuarts web exclusive releases of both of them. I figured I'd get them both in one video since they're pretty identical and it just makes sense to review them together. Also, I'm going to bring in Gohan, of course, from the superhero movie because these two figures come with accessory pieces for that Gohan. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to walk through all of that. You can see both figures on the front side of the package. On the sides, of course, we get our images here. And then on the back side, some more images of the figures posed in various poses there. You can also see some Gohan poses there too. So pretty cool. I'm really excited for this. Let's get right into it. So I can't express just how happy I am that these two ended up releasing at the same time. I mean, it only makes sense, but at least we didn't need to wait to build this little duo team here, months apart like we had to do with Ginyu Force. But these two released at the same time. It's very fitting. It's very nice to get them both simultaneously. And I was thinking they were going to come with a very little amounts of accessories for themselves, seeing that they wanted to pack in some Gohan accessories. But no, I'm actually mistaken. They actually come with a good amount. I'm actually impressed with the amount that they come with. So a quick background on these two. These two are androids. These are, they made their debut in the new Dragon Ball superhero movie. They're both believed to be superheroes themselves, of course, as you can see how they're dressed. They are obviously twins, starting off as some baddies, but ending up ultimately to be some good guys towards the end, truly becoming superheroes at the end. So we'll start off with number one here. Gamma 1 comes with a total of 5 head sculpts. Insane. I'm actually pretty impressed by that. So let's take a closer look. Alright, so here is the first one. This is the one that comes in the package already on the figure. Then we have number 2 here with a slight serious smirk, if that's how you want to describe this one. And then we get some teeth exposed on this expression and a fully open mouth. Now keep an eye on the eyes, no pun intended, but take a look at the eyes there. And you can see here with this head sculpt that they did slightly change, as well as the mouth is slightly different pose. So very subtle between those two, but you can see the differences there. So those are your 5 head sculpts that come with Gamma 1. Gamma 1 also is the only one that comes with crossed arms. Gamma 2 does not. So you can see here, I guess you could technically use these on Gamma 2 if you wanted to. They should fit. I don't see why not. And then, of course, we have the ray gun, the red ray gun with the number 1 there. There's one holstered on the figure itself, but this was just to be holstered only. If you take it off, you can see there is no front end of the gun. This is just solely so you could display them with the ray gun here. And then it looks like it's not holstered in, of course. But when you want to holster it in, you take this piece here. And Bandai Tamashii has done this for many years. They tend to do it this way rather than just having this one piece slide into an empty holster. So there you go. I figured they do that so that the paint doesn't rub off on that face right there you see. So that's pretty cool. You can see the little peg hole there. So you could probably attach an effect if you really wanted to. Now, as for the hands, they all basically come with the same hand gestures. So you can see a pair of fists here. Then we have a pair of open hands. Now both Gamma 1 and Gamma 2 have the same exact pose, the open hands, the same closed hands as you saw the fist. They have the same karate chop looking hands like this. And they also have the same trigger finger hands that look like this, of course, so you can hold the ray gun in his hand. So that's the left and our right hand. Now the only extra different hands that comes with a figure here is going to be for Gamma 2, and he comes with these punk rock hands. So this is for him to do his pose. He likes to pose up when he is out and about because he truly believes he is a superhero. So he does a little superhero pose with these hands right there. Other than that, they all have the same pairs of hands. Now Gamma 2 actually comes with 4 total heads rather than 5, so 1 less head for Gamma 2. And you can see here for Gamma 2, he comes packed in with this neutral head right here. Then we have this head sculpt which has a slight smirk. Gotta get a grinning head sculpt there with the teeth exposed. And then lastly, the 4th and final head sculpt, we have the open mouth. So technically, I guess you could alternate these between figures, but that would make 0 sense, seeing that Gamma 2 has the dual fins on his head, and Gamma 1 has the single fin on his head right there. So that's how you can differentiate the two as well, if the big number 2 and number 1 didn't do it for you. Of course, for Gamma 2, we get a blue ray gun here with the number 2 on it. Alright, now Gamma 1 comes packed in with the Super Saiyan head sculpt for our Ultimate Gohan. The original release of that Gohan was just the basic black hair, but now we have the alternate Super Saiyan head sculpt that you can attach to that figure. Now, this was controversial at the time that they announced this because people felt like they were being forced to buy these two figures that maybe you would not have wanted to get, but now you kind of want to get because they come with Gohan accessories. um, as a collector, as a fan of Dragon Ball that collects them all, that loves everything Dragon Ball, it doesn't affect me, but I can definitely see how that would affect maybe the casual collector that doesn't care about these Gamma 1s and Gamma 2s as much as they care about our Ultimate Gohan or, our Gohan from the movie. So I get it, but luckily they didn't go crazy and include like the Beast Gohan head with one of these guys, and that truly would have been a dick move on them to do. But it's just a Super Saiyan head here. Looks pretty cool. We're gonna put it on Gohan, of course, to check it out. But before that, I gotta show you he does come with two face plates. So it's not just a head and that's it. It literally comes with alternate face plates as well. So we get the alternate yelling head sculpt, which looks fantastic. And then we also do get the grinning head sculpt right there with the teeth. Alright, so if you get Gamma 1, here is what your Gohan will look like with the Super Saiyan head sculpt on. The figure fits on perfectly like a glove as expected, but there are times where these alternate pieces that come packed in with other figures don't fit in as easy as you would expect. I've seen it happen before with like extra Goku heads, and I think they did it with Krillin before. But it's nice to see that they managed to fit this one in pretty nicely, so looks good. Let's move on to Gamma 2's Gohan features. So Gamma 2 allows you to have Gohan in his glasses and his messy hair that he had on, in the movie. So you can see here the glasses are molded in, and he doesn't have any alternate face sculpt. And here he is with that head sculpt attached, but without the cape. So Gamma 2 of course comes with the Piccolo cape that Gohan does wear in that scene where he's powering up. And let's go ahead and attach that now. Alright, so here he is with the cape on, and it's a little tricky to get it to where his face isn't buried within it. Like, you could hold it down like this and that looks pretty good, but then it kind of floats back up. It literally just lays there, so if you were to pop the head off, it just sits over his shoulders. There's not really any type of peg or clip that clips it in place, so you just gotta kind of finagle it and play around with it so that he doesn't look like he is buried within that collar. But the one thing is that that does pop up, and I wish it would stick down to his chest. So here he is facing forward, and you can see once I let go of it, it kind of, the mouth disappears there. So that sort of bothers me. I wish there was a way so that didn't happen. I think I'm going to probably put some sticky tack underneath it so I can hold it down, and that looks way better like that. But maybe it's just my copy. You guys let me know if you're dealing with that issue right there. He does look a little better posed like this. I still would like it to be down here, but this is another option in case, you want him powering up. It does look a little bit better there on the neck area. So as for the articulation, they come with everything you would expect out of an SH Figuarts figure. And as slim as these two are, they're as mobile as you would expect. The head sculpts move all the way up like crazy. Even the neck is a separate articulated piece. He looks down pretty far, left and right. Head tilt, very nice and deep. Arms are going to go forward and back. We have this little shoulder piece here that will hide that gap within the shoulder socket, but that allows the arm to go out and in. There is of course, like a butterfly joint in there so you can extend out as so. And there is a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows that pretty much touch, the bicep and the forearm touch each other there. Ball jointed hinge for the wrist, right there. Diaphragm joint at the torso, nice and tight and clicky as well, or squeaky I should say. Goes forward and back until it swivels. Soft pliable skirt piece here for the bottom of the jacket will allow the legs to kick forward with no issues. They go back down, they go in and out this far. They also do have a drop down feature, as you see that drop down pretty heavily right there. So if you want to make them look taller, I guess you could, maybe. No, you can't do them at the same, a little bit, right? But that's to allow for more range for him to kick forward, kick to the side. There is also a thigh swivel, double jointed knees, no boot cut shin swivel, but there is a ankle swivel, a very deep ankle rocker, course, the hinges forward and back, and then there's the toe hinge at the foot, as well as the cape here will hinge back and go down. I guess it tilts a little bit, but that's about it. It's a hard plastic cape, except for the very top that's pliable, and this will pop off like that. So just pegs right in, and it doesn't have any issues staying in though, unless you pull it off, of course. So, all right. So what can I say? I love these things, but also I'm a little biased when it comes to Dragon Ball. So maybe most people, this isn't their cup of tea. They want their Goku, they want their Gohan Beast, they want their Vegeta, and they could care less about Gamma 1 and Gamma 2. But I'm very happy that we got these figures, and I really hope to see more from the movie in regards to like not so common characters, or I guess iterations of them. Like I really want to see a Piccolo in the Red Ribbon Army soldier uniform. That would be amazing, but I don't think we will. At the very least, I'm very happy we're getting the two Gammas, as they did play a big part in the movie, and now it seems like at least one of them is gonna be around to stay with the Z fighters. Hopefully that's the hope there, but we'll see what happens as the universe progresses, as the show progresses on. Overall, let me know what you guys think about these two figures down in the comment section below. Hit the like button and subscribe if you have not done so already. As always, everyone, take care, take it easy, and I will catch you on the next one. Bye.